Have you ever felt that strange sensation, as if someone you've never met is already making plans for a future that includes you? Not a coincidence. Not imagination. Because today, a message is arriving for the person who has been waiting, hoping, and wondering why certain doors never opened. The reason is far bigger than you think. There is someone connected to your destiny who is no longer questioning their feelings. They are no longer running from what their heart keeps showing them. And what makes this revelation so surprising is that while you were focused on your daily battles, this person was quietly reaching a life-changing conclusion. They have looked at other possibilities. They have compared different paths. Yet somehow, every road keeps leading them back to one image: you. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. What you are about to hear may explain why recent events unfolded the way they did. The delays, the confusion, the unexpected endings, none of it happened by accident. A powerful shift has been taking place behind the scenes. Someone is beginning to see you not as a temporary chapter, but as the person they could build an entire lifetime beside. And the most shocking part, they may have realized this much sooner than you think. For a long time, fear kept them silent. Questions kept them hesitant. Circumstances kept them distant. But silence can only last so long when the heart keeps repeating the same name. Right now, a decision is forming. A serious one. Not based on excitement. Not based on fantasy. Based on certainty. The kind of certainty that arrives after every distraction has failed. The kind that appears when someone finally understands what truly matters. And as this realization grows stronger, signs are appearing everywhere around them. Small reminders. Unexpected moments. Strange coincidences that keep pulling their attention back toward your energy. They are beginning to understand that some connections are not meant to be replaced. There is another detail you need to know. The person connected to this message has recently gone through a period of reflection. They stepped back from noise. They questioned old beliefs. They examined what they really wanted from life. And during this process, something unexpected happened. The image of their future became clearer. Not perfect, not magical, just real. And in that future, there was someone who brought peace instead of chaos. Loyalty instead of uncertainty. Strength instead of gains. That person looked remarkably familiar. The reason this matters is because genuine commitment rarely begins with grand gestures. It begins with clarity. And clarity is exactly what is growing inside this individual. They are realizing that a lasting connection is not about finding perfection. It is about finding the person who feels like home even during difficult seasons. You may not see this happening yet. You may not hear the conversations taking place. But behind closed doors, thoughts are changing. Priorities are changing. Plans are changing. Someone who once hesitated is becoming ready for something serious. Ready to stop searching. Ready to stop comparing. Ready to stop wondering what else is out there. Because after looking in every direction, they keep finding themselves pulled toward the same destination. The same possibility. The same future. And what makes this revelation so powerful is that it is happening naturally. No forcing. No chasing. No manipulation. Just a growing awareness that some people enter your life for a reason far greater than a temporary moment. Don't skip. The next piece of this message reveals why the timing is becoming impossible to ignore. A remarkable turning point is approaching. Not because the calendar says so. Not because someone predicted it. But because emotional readiness is finally meeting divine timing, the person who has been carrying these feelings is reaching a stage where remaining silent feels harder than speaking up. Every day, the realization becomes stronger. Every day, the vision becomes clearer. And every day, the distance between thought and action grows smaller. This is why recent obstacles may have appeared in your path. Certain situations had to move out of the way before something more meaningful could enter. You were never being denied. You were being redirected, prepared, positioned for something that required patience before it could arrive. And now, the energy surrounding this connection feels different. More focused, more intentional, more serious. Someone is no longer asking whether they could imagine a future with you. They are beginning to ask how that future could become real. That question changes everything. Because once a person moves from imagination to intention, events begin to accelerate. Opportunities appear, conversations happen, paths cross. What seemed impossible starts looking surprisingly achievable. Remember this moment. Remember these words. Because a chapter that once felt uncertain is quietly moving toward clarity. A heart that once felt conflicted is moving toward confidence. And a person who once stood at a distance is moving closer to a decision that could reshape both of your stories. The ring itself is not today's revelation. The revelation is that someone has already started seeing you as the person worthy of it. And that realization is growing stronger with every passing day. The next part reveals the hidden signs that prove this decision is already taking shape. There is a sign many people miss when destiny begins moving in their favor. It does not arrive with loud announcements. It does not appear with flashing lights. Instead, it starts with a strange shift in energy. The people meant to leave begin drifting away. Situations that once consumed your attention suddenly lose their importance. And without realizing it, you start making room for something bigger. That is exactly why this message has found you today. Because the person connected to your future is no longer standing at the starting line of their journey. They have already crossed a major emotional milestone. The doubts that once controlled them are weakening. The fears that kept them frozen are losing their power. And for the first time in a long while, they are allowing themselves to imagine what life would look like if they stopped resisting what their heart has been telling them. Something huge is waiting for you. The most surprising part is that this person may appear calm on the outside, but internally they are experiencing a transformation they cannot ignore. Certain memories keep resurfacing. Certain thoughts keep repeating. Certain feelings keep returning stronger than before. They have tried focusing elsewhere. They have tried distracting themselves. Yet every attempt brings them back to the same realization. You continue appearing in their vision of the future. Not as a passing thought. Not as a temporary possibility. As someone who belongs there. What makes this moment so powerful is the hidden preparation taking place. While you were focused on surviving challenges and building your own path, unseen pieces were falling into place. Conversations were happening. Lessons were being learned. Emotional walls were coming down. The person tied to this message has been changing in ways that even they do not fully understand yet. They are becoming more mature, more intentional, more aware of what truly matters. And with every lesson they learn, one truth becomes harder to deny. The qualities they seek already exist in the connection they feel toward you. This realization is creating a level of certainty they never expected. The funny thing about destiny is that it often works quietly until the very last moment. People think nothing is happening, and then suddenly everything changes. A message arrives. A meeting occurs. A conversation starts. A door opens. What seemed impossible only weeks earlier becomes reality. That is why you cannot judge your future based on your current circumstances. Too much is happening behind the scenes. Too many pieces are moving into position. And someone is beginning to understand that waiting forever is no longer an option. The future they want requires courage. It requires action. It requires stepping forward instead of standing still. If this message resonates with you, share this video with someone who believes timing changes everything. Sometimes the right message reaches the right person at exactly the right moment. Now pay close attention, because this final revelation may be the most important one yet. The person connected to your destiny is carrying a question in their heart. A question they cannot stop asking themselves. It is not whether they care. It is not whether they feel a connection. They already know those answers. The question is whether they are ready to take the next step when the opportunity appears. And every sign suggests that answer is becoming yes. Faster than they expected. Stronger than they expected. More certain than they expected. There is a growing feeling inside them that the time for hesitation is ending. The time for wondering is ending. The time for watching from a distance is ending. A new chapter is approaching, and they can feel it. That feeling follows them everywhere. It appears during quiet moments. It appears during ordinary days. It appears when they least expect it. And each time it returns, it brings the same message: stop running from what feels right. Stay till the end of this journey, because what is coming next may reveal why so many delays had to happen first. Before we continue, make sure you are subscribed so you do not miss the next message. The signs are becoming stronger now. The clues are becoming impossible to ignore. And in the next part, you will discover the unexpected event that pushes this person closer to the decision they have been avoiding for far too long.